I'm going to start briefly just by saying any of you that do not know about Agora, I am Elsa Mosquera. I am the founder and principal of Agora Cultural Architects. We are an organization obviously based in Boston, working mostly to amplify the work of Latino artists. We've been doing that since 2016, and we are a proud partner of this Arts Action Consortium. This is an initiative held by the City of Boston, the Office of Arts and Culture. Today, we're going to talk about this Open Doors residency and offer you a space in our venue, Chroma Space. So let's get into it. So welcome to this residency. As it says, is open doors. So we are happy to open the doors of our wonderful space to present your work. The most important thing is that the artists that are here work in Boston or live in Boston. It doesn't matter if you don't live in Boston, as long as you work in Boston, you are allowed to participate. What Agora tries to do through our work, we are a creative platform strengthening, as I said, Latin American cultural ecosystem. We amplify the visibility and impact of Latinx artists in Boston and the USA. We're trying, right? But we are now more concentrated in the northeastern part of the US. We're trying to build bridges between artists and all the cultural organizations and our diverse communities. And we try to design and produce interdisciplinary events and collaborative projects. Our venue space in Boston is Chroma. It is a cultural venue in the heart of Boston. It's in Back Bay, in front of the public garden. It's dedicated to Latin American and diverse communities. The residency does not have to be Latin American specifically, so all artists in the city of Boston, working in the city of Boston, are welcome to present their work here through this open door residency. And the idea is that once you apply, you will be part of the spring and fall artistic programming of our Chroma Space. Chroma Space is supported by Arlington Street Church that have been generous enough to open the space to a Latino cultural center. Obviously, the City of Boston, Bar Foundation, among others that support our work. So we're very proud and grateful for that. So as you can see, the venue is, as we call it, an open space where anything really can happen, even though it's a 200 people capacity. And the production capacities are good enough, but they're not for everything, right? Like we cannot produce an opera, for example, at Chroma, but most of the events we can produce in high quality, etc. As you know, Boston artists struggle to find performance spaces that meet their needs, especially because Boston is a very expensive city. But I have to say that we're very happy to open and be able to have you and present your work. We have a magnificent location, and we will support your production technically and communication-wise. The idea of this open door residency is to obviously support the performing artists or the performing arts and works in the city of Boston. For Boston audiences, we will promote equity and diversity in the arts. As I said, it supports Boston-based performing artists. And as I said before, this is a partnership with the Arts Action Consortium, supported by the Mayor of Arts and Culture. What does it entails, right? So you will have access to the venue, not only for performances, but also for rehearsals. So if you need to rehearse, if you need a space to rehearse, you can apply for it. If you need to present your work or have a performance, you can apply for it. It doesn't have to be one day, it can be 2 days. We will see each application with their own needs, and we will make a decision accordingly. But you are, don't think that this has to be only one day, or that if you need space for rehearsal, whatever, you are welcome to apply. The ticketing for these events will be through our ticket platform. It's called Bodytix. And through there, you can either sell tickets or have people just register to your event so you can know how many people are going to the event. We will support you with basic sound and lighting package, and we will support you with marketing and PR. Before I continue, I want to introduce you or let you know that right here with me, I have Damian Lopez, who will be your primary contact for this residency. We have Seida Garcia Casillas. She's the managing partner of Agora, and she's really the guru of, of production. And we have Margarita Morales, who is our communications lead at Agora. So you may be able to contact them for any specific questions during this webinar. They will answer you anything that is needed and if you have any questions. But we will support you with PR and marketing materials also. This Open Doors Residency has an application. You can access that link at the Arts Action Consortium. I believe it is also at Chroma Space. So you can download it and fill in the intake form. That is the only way that we will be able to obviously open the door for you and give you an answer about your performance during the next year. So please do so. It's super important that you do it. And as it says here, the deadline is July 31st, 2025. We will try to answer as fast as we can, but the latest will be the latest part of the month of August. So you will know in a month when will your residency take place and if you have been approved. It is important that your project answers specific questions. So what we would like to know from your proposal, we want to know what's your artistic vision. We want to know what you need to make this performance happen. What is your timeline? What are you thinking that your project should be presented? So let us know about that. And again, how does it align with the available space and resources that we have? We will try to accommodate you. If we have questions, we will get to you. We will ask you things if we don't understand. This is a two-way conversation, but obviously everything will be, this conversation will start with the intake form. So please feel free to ask us any questions in the intake form. And we will be happy to answer anything. And just to clarify, these are things that, you know, this program might not be for you if you're not currently living in Boston or working in Boston. If your project requires more resources than we can offer, as I said, for example, Chroma cannot hold an opera. We just don't have the capacity to do it, but most of the performances we will be able to do. And if you don't have a clear executable proposal or project, we won't be able to work with you in creating a project that is ready to present. So we need that your project is ready to present. The selection criteria is obviously have a clear and defined artistic proposal that it's feasible technically and logistically, and that we have the capacity to self-manage and align with the open doors conditions, that you have that capacity, that we have capacity, and that those things align together. But I think most of your projects we will be able to execute, hopefully. If you are selected, you will receive a decision by late August, as I said. You will be part of Chroma Space season from September 2025 to June of 2026. And we will coordinate the details and dates with your team and our team. So this will be a conversation that will start, and we will create this experience together. You won't be alone in the production of this. It's not that we will open the space and we'll let you do what you need to do. We will be involved to make your experience better, easier, if you need us to. Our team is ready to help you and support you in this, in your performance. Obviously, we will have a capacity building cohort in Spanish. If you want to be a part of this cohort, please write to us. We will be happy. We will form a cohort starting in the end of the fall of this year. We also have one-on-one senior consulting in different topics that you can see at the Arts Action Consortium page. And also, Chroma Space is available for rental also. So if you're interested in being part of Chroma and you want to rent the space after you have this residency or before or whatever, to let you know that we are renting the space and we will be happy to have you. And obviously, anything else that you might need, we are willing and able to support any of your work and answer any of your questions. Please, this is the time now where we answer your questions. So feel free to write your questions either in English or in Spanish, and we'll work from there.
All right, we have a question from Moody. Are people under an F1 visa student welcome to apply?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You're welcome to apply. We don't care about your immigration status. We will welcome you with open arms. So yes, absolutely.
Alan, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, I'm just wondering if you guys had a specific performer limit,
You mean the amount of artists?
like the amount of, say it's a musical performance, the amount of musicians on stage at one time.
I believe comfortably, I believe between 8 and 10, and Seida can correct me if this number makes sense. That would be like ideal, up to 10. But we've had events with a big amount of musicians. Obviously, it's, we would have to be creative to make that happen, but the stage is not so big. So just to let you know, comfortably, 8 to 10 musicians will be ideal, and obviously duos and trios and all that is acceptable.
We have a question from Hector Falú. Does the project, if a music concert, need to be recorded or in tangible form to be presented?
Is the question that if we are able to record your performance? Okay, we do have the capacity. Probably it will have a small cost because we do have the equipment, but we would have to hire someone to do the work. But if you want, let's give you the word so you can clarify the question.
Yeah, no, not on recording, but does it have to be music that already exists that has been released?
No. It can be original music that has never been released. It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
As long as it's your project, it's your original project, and you're willing and able to present it, you're welcome to do it.
All right, we have a question. Are you open to sex positive or 18 plus comedy material?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
What is the size of the stage, Sally? I think it's 700 square feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you, Damian.
So I hear the residency is until June of next year, but are artists like supposed to be with Chroma for the full all these months, or maybe just for a few months, or it's just like for the performance and the rehearsal time?
We call it a residency because you're welcome and open to present your work at Chroma, but no, you decide which dates you want to be at Chroma, and that will be your time. We will just read what are your needs, and if you need to be a week, we will consider it. If you need to be one day, it's fine. So it's really, you don't need to be there. We'll just open the space until June of next year. But you can decide if you want to do one day or a week or 3 days or a month. It really depends on your project.
Oh, I see. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for this awesome presentation. It's definitely really helpful. I have two questions. For the residency, I'm not entirely clear in terms of, is it just one like culminating performance from using that resources, or is it multiple? That's my first question.
It really depends on your project. If you need multiple dates, we will consider it. And obviously, everything has to be attached to the budget that we have from the city of Boston, right? So if it's one performance, great. If you need multiple dates, we will see how much will that be. So please put in there whatever your dates and your needs are, and we'll work with that. And we'll let
Oh,
you know, obviously.
okay. That's really helpful. Then I guess that kind of answers my second question is that there's in the form, in the application form, it asks about the duration of the project. Does that refer to like the set, the length of your set, or in terms of the scope of the overall project within the time span of the residency?
If you need just one night to present your work, you tell us, I need an hour and 15 minutes, or I need 30 days. It
Okay.
really depends on your project. So it can be as small as a rehearsal space of half an hour, or as big as I need 2 months to be rehearsing in your space and finally present your work by the end. It really
Okay.
depends on your project.
Okay, so I understand. So basically it comes to like you can use it as a rehearsal space and then also for multiple performances within that time span within the limits of the budget and the feasibility of, the parameters that you guys set.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
No, my pleasure.
Thinking in terms of a theatrical performance and piggybacking off of Angel's question, so there could be more than one performance. And then in terms of rehearsals, is there a limit in terms of the numbers of rehearsals we could have? And then to go along with that, okay, there's a 700 square foot stage area. What are the other accommodations? Is there a backstage? Is there lighting available? Is there any kind of tech?
So again, there is no limit to what you need. So in the intake form, please write anything that you need, and we will consider it. Obviously, this is a limited budget, so hopefully we will be able to accommodate as many as we can within the budget limit. So if this is a project that needs many dates, then we will consider it and see how much of the budget that will entail. Regarding the tech, we do have a basic sound system. We have some lighting. We have a backstage. We have a green room. We have a ticket platform. We open a concessionary of food and drinks for your audiences if it's an in-person presentation. So all that we can offer to your performance.
Also to that end, we have a question from Dana. Would also love to hear more about the sound, PA system, and lighting, and if digital projection is possible. What I would suggest is put as much detail as you can about the technical needs of the production, and we'll have to see on a case-by-case basis if we can accommodate, because either we have to have it in-house or it has to be feasible to obtain it.
And just think that maybe we can offer like the basics, but if you need to present your work and you need, I don't know, more elaborate projection, maybe that is something that you can pay with your ticket sales or things like that. So we will work with you. What we offer is the basic sound system, lighting, obviously, and everything that the space provides. If we cannot give it to you, we will work with you to see how feasible it is for you to pay it, to see how much ticket sales would you have to make. And obviously, that is something that we will work together.
Are there any compensation or financial support aside from the amazing resources we've described so far?
Aside from the space, no, but obviously we will work with you if you sell tickets, those, that is money that will go to you. And so we will work with you regarding the price and when you will get that money and all that. But no, this is not a monetary grant in any way or form, but definitely you can earn money from your presentation using Chroma Space for free. Thank you.
We have a similar question. How do ticket sales work? Does Chroma keep a percentage of the sale, or is it on a case-by-case situation?
It is a case-by-case situation because, as I said, if we need to rent something, maybe I will let you say, like, listen, you take 90% of your sales, and probably with 10% of the sales, we can pay something that you need. But in the idea is that you make an income from your ticket sales. So we will provide you with a ticket platform and you will get your money back. But this will be on a case-to-case scenario depending on the budget.
All right, Alan, I'm going to hand you the mic over real quickly. You have your hand raised. You can go ahead, Alan.
Hi, this is kind of a question specific to my project, but that I was planning on having like a 19 musician ensemble. Should I still apply if it's that large of an ensemble?
I will refer that to Seda, our production guru. I feel that you should apply, but Seda, I don't know if you can provide a little bit more information regarding that.
Yeah, hi. So it depends on how you want to use of the space. You can be creative because we don't have set chairs. We can arrange the audience chairs in any way we want. So if you are open to have the musicians, the stage and then part of the other space, I mean, it depends how specific you want to be, but the space can be used in different ways.
Yeah, but you can have some musicians in the floor if that is okay with you. If you want them all in the stage, that would be hard. But if you're willing to be creative with how you work with your musicians, we will love to read your intake form.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Angel Camilo, you have your hand raised. You can go ahead.
Thank you, Damian. Another question is, it sounds like it would be included in the residency in terms of being able to use the space. Could you use the space for hosting like musical community focused events that like could maybe feature in a performance, but it also like involves the public in that kind of capacity for like community building, educational kind of purposes?
Absolutely. That is a wonderful space to do that. So don't think only a performance. You can do artist talks, book presentations, poetry readings. I mean, anything that you can do in a space, you're open to do it. So absolutely, Angel.
Question from Alan, does Chroma provide music stands or microphones?
We do have some microphones and some music stands. Maybe you will need more, but it really depends on your performance.
If anybody else has any questions, you can go ahead and open your mic or raise your hand.
I just wanted to say that we are also offering like per hour time at Chroma.
Yeah.
So if you have something that's very simple, that's a meeting or rehearsal or reunions, and you don't think that there is a project involved in that, you can also write to info@culturalagora.com and ask for the space to be used. We are still, organizing the way we're going to do it, but it could be as simple as asking for the space for a couple of hours, and we'll check the calendar and do that for you in case you don't feel that is a project itself. So we are doing that service too.
Thank you, Seda. And you can definitely make follow-up questions at info@culturalagora.com. And please go to Chroma Space. And I want to ask you to follow us in social media, Chroma Space and Cultural Agora. That way we can support each other.
If anything else arises, feel free to shoot us an email. On a personal note, I know this is a project that Elsa has been very excited about for years, and we've just been awaiting for the right opportunity to present two artists. So I'm very glad we're able to make this happen through the Arts Action Consortium. Please fill out the intake form. Even if we can't accomplish it just as you envision it, perhaps we can accommodate it on some form of scale. But what we really wanted to showcase Bostonian artists. So please don't hesitate to fill out the intake form or reach out if you have any questions at all.
We will be so thrilled to have your project presented with us, and you will honor us with your work. And if you know anyone, please share this information with your peers. We will love to hear from them too.
We very much appreciate your making the time to come to this webinar. Best
Thank
of luck,
you.
and we look forward to having all of you.